Welcome back to the Asian Investment Conference, where oil security is on the agenda today. Joining me now is Luay Al Khatteeb, founder and executive director of the Iraq Energy Institute. Luay, you just came out of a panel discussion on this topic. What's the key takeaway?
The key points that we discussed, I would say, the security of supply and demand, the need for producers and consumers in terms of further dialogue on future development and on infrastructure to meet demands. We also highlighted key issues on security issues to do with the Strait of Hormuz and also security of outlets on export.
What are the emerging threats to oil infrastructure in the Middle East?
The emerging threats, I would say, the need for further development on EOR, IOR, to basically increase oil recoveries, gas recoveries, because especially on gas, because gas consumption in the Middle East is rising at 11% per annum, and it's growing. And there is a significant need on developing gas infrastructure and developing future discoveries for potential export.
After years of war and economic sanctions, how can Iraq again become a top oil producer?
Well, Iraq, after the regime change back in 2003, came a long way. There are negative things and good things, but let me talk about the positive upside of that. It's already signed 3 licensing rounds. It's increasing its oil production, and eventually it will hit high production plateaus. Not quite sure about the 13 million barrels, but this year is aiming to 3.4, 3.5, and it's possible, I would say.
You mentioned the 13 million barrels of oil that Iraq wants to produce per day by 2017. What kind of investments do you foresee to achieve this?
First of all, that plateau, it was rather exaggerated by the IOCs. It is possible, Iraq can produce, but the bidding process was set. It was just a way for the IOCs to secure and win bids. And unfortunately, this has been proven right eventually, and the Iraqi government is revising these production plateaus to extend the length of these production plateaus and also to make the infrastructure requirements available. Because Iraq desperate need for redeveloping its infrastructure in terms of storage, export outlets, also the supply chain, upstream, midstream, downstream. All these things need to be in place to meet that target, and also we look at Iraq overall energy strategy to fit Iraq at the federal level.
Thank you, Luay.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned to AIC TV for more insights from thought leaders.